Hello everyone, it's time to start working and finish the chassis of the Tamiya Castrol Nissan Primera. As most of you know, this kit was bought second hand, however most of the parts were still new. So first job is to cut the pieces off from the spruce, and now I am using a single blade nippers to cut the same pieces as close as possible to the part. Next job is the sanding, where first I am using a piece of 500 sanding sponge to remove where the spruce once were, make them as smooth as possible, and then using a Tamiya 600 sanding sponge to make the surface of each part as smooth as possible. This is how I received the chassis, with pieces of red paint still attached into some corners. Looks like the previous owner had already tried to remove all the paint from the chassis, so slowly I am removing all the paint that still remained on the chassis. After some time I removed all the main pieces of paint, and I also had this piece of damaged plastic, which I shall replace using this piece of styrene, which I have already cut to size. I just need to attach and sand into place. This is the original exhaust tip, which I have decided to replace using a piece of metal tubing that is exactly the same diameter as the original exhaust tip, as can be seen right now. First job is to mark the metal one so that I will cut exactly in the required length. When cutting the metal rod, I was using safety glasses, which is very important when performing this type of job. Next job is to mark and cut the original plastic exhaust tip so that I shall still use the rear part and attach it to the new metal piece. I have used putty to fill the holes on the backside of each disc brake, so now I am using a display rotary tool sanding attachment to sand the putty smooth, and once primer is applied there will be no indication of those holes that were ever present. With all the cleaning and upgrades complete, all the pieces were then attached to the sticks and now are ready for airbrushing the primer. Regarding primer, I shall be using 2K primer, and my airbrush is an Iwata Revolution 0.5mm. The metal part of the exhaust tip was masked, as can be seen, so that no paint attaches to it. The chassis was airbrushed with Firescale white paint followed with some 2K clear, and then all the parts got airbrushed in their respective color. The front air duct will be covered with carbon Kevlar decal, so I'm first making a template using masking tape and then attaching the masking tape to the decal. Regarding this carbon Kevlar decal, this comes from SK Decal, and then cutting the masking tape and attaching the decal in place bit by bit. I am using Mr. Mark Setter so that the decal will adhere better to the surface. Once all the carbon Kevlar pieces were attached, I airbrushed some semi-gloss clear to seal off the decals in place. Time to airbrush the engine in different colors, so it was time for masking. However, as you can see, I have abused the liquid mask because it was the end of the bottle. The disc brakes were first airbrushed in aluminium and then I masked the central part using liquid mask. The calipers were then airbrushed with Tamiya X10 gunmetal and masked together with airbrushing gloss black. Finally, Alclad chrome was airbrushed to the brake rotors, so now it's time to remove the last piece of masking of the brake caliper, where, as you can see, I have found pictures that the original disc brakes were RP racing, so I used these decals to replicate like the original, and those decals come from this decal sheet by Hobby Design. And then all the chassis masking was removed to reveal the airbrushed colors that were done before. The blue that you were seeing me airbrush before that is clear blue as instructed in the Tamiya manual. All the chassis parts are now in color, decaled, detailed, anything that was necessary, so now everything is ready for the final assembly. And there it is, all the pieces assembled in place, and all that remains is to airbrush some Tamiya panel line black to add some weathering and make it more realistic. With the slight weathering finished, all that remained is to attach these two final pieces and call the chassis finished. So that is all from me. I really hope you like the work and the final outcome of the chassis. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer to all of your questions and feedback. Please subscribe. A thumbs up is also very appreciated, and I will see you all into my next video, which will be the interior of the Primera. Thank you for watching.